pouring rain out today, so I couldn't go for my normal run. So I'm at the gym instead, going up and down these stairs. It's a good workout. Well, both Candace and Francine are now down for their afternoon nap. Bag of donuts. Here you go.
What's up?
I got your lunch, man.
Dude, is this donuts again? 4 days apart, and look at me, I'm skinny again.
You making movies here, Dan?
Yeah.
Looking good. Is this for your Wednesday release?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make it this week?
Yeah. It's finished.
Really?
I can't play it to you yet though.
Okay, alright.
So dude, I've got this incoming slide. You want an Xbox? Yeah.
What are you playing?
I'll take you out, mother.
Dan's girlfriend's coming to town, what, in 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
And it will be the first time he's seen her or had contact with any human being who's not me in like 5 months.
That is true, yeah.
Alright, so I'll meet you at the studio.
Cool.
Alright, man. Later. Ah!
Oh, no.
I knew you'd eat those donuts.
I thought you were. Oh, dude.
Good to be back in the studio. You know, I've been gone for a while. This is actually my first time back in the studio since before I went on the trip to shoot the doc through Europe and the UK. And I've been shooting here on a Sony. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to my Canon now. I had left that in the studio. Ready? This is a Sony and Canon coming at you in 3, 2, 1. And that's the Canon. How do you like the... I don't necessarily like Sony over Canon or Canon over Sony. I just typically shoot on the Canon because that's got the front-facing screen. I figured out about an hour before Candace wakes up, so I wanted to do some catching up here in the office. These are kind of piling up, so I'm gonna open a couple of these while I answer a couple of questions off of Twitter. There's been a lot bubbling up. Hey, before I get started, speaking of Twitter, so I saw this video. Now, I gotta say, good on the guy who saved the little kid. Excellent climbing skills, way to act fast, way to be brave to save a child. The question I was left with is, what the was the parent thinking? Like, in what circumstances is your 4-year-old child in a position to climb over the fence and dangle by his tiny little baby arms 3 stories up? Additionally, look at the proximity of the father. I'm assuming that's the father. All the news stories alluded to that being the father. Look at the proximity of the father to the child. I mean, that's like an 18-inch gap, man. You climb over the fence, you jump, you do what it takes to save your kid. He's just sitting there waiting for this guy to climb. Sometimes I just see one of these like stories flipping through Twitter that just, ah! Why in the world does that say, do not bring inside? Dear Casey, my name's Lewis, and I've discovered your YouTube channel a few weeks ago. Included in this package is a small reward for all the work you've done. See, this is great. 4 pounds of M&Ms, 6 pounds of gummy bears, 3.5 pounds of Skittles. And he just did that as a thank you for me making videos. Lewis, MVP right here. Fan mail MVP, thank you. Miss Cherry Wallace asks, I remember you mentioning videos ago the couples therapy. When will these become available? When Candace and I have been sitting down and recording our podcasts, which I'll link below. If you don't listen to them, you should listen to them. While we've been recording them, we've also been videoing us sitting there talking to one another. I'm gonna start a new YouTube channel soon, and that YouTube channel is gonna have the various podcasts on it soon. But the primary place for the podcast is still the podcast. Like, just download it. Thanks for your question, Cherry. Keep working, Mard. Keep working hard. Keep working hard. Thank you. I will keep working hard. Ah, this is a moon painting done with spray paint. Lorenzo, very cool. What happened to your knee issue with running? I thought you were going under the knife. No, Steve, no surgery. There was no, my knee was fine, it healed. I made a video about it, I'll link it below. Ever thought of doing a touring vlog, vlogging in every state and meeting some of your followers? The reason why I can't do something like that right now, I've got a 3-year-old and I don't want to pull her out of school and I also don't want to leave her behind. So great idea, but this tweet is just one word and that word is Tesla. Yes, I did buy a Tesla. Well, I didn't buy it, I'm like leasing it or whatever, but I don't get it for another month or so. I will tell you that all of the fights that I've had with Candace in the last 2 weeks are because I got a Tesla. Hey Casey, I'm CY from Malaysia. I've been following your vlogs. These are Hello Kitty marshmallows for Franny. Thank you. Hey Casey, hope you and Candace, hope you. Drone Case from GoScope. GoScope, great guys. Some friends of mine out of the Midwest, they make great products. Next question. Are we gonna see the Neistat brothers reunited at 368? The Neistat brothers, for those of you who don't know, the Neistat brothers is the name that I used to make movies under when I made movies exclusively with my big brother Van. He and I stopped working together after the HBO series. No, we're not gonna be making movies together at 368, mainly because Van lives 3,000 miles away, which is a bummer. I do see him, just not as much as I'd like, but no, he's on the West Coast. All right, here's kind of a big question. Is it worth starting a YouTube channel now in 2018? My answer for that is yes. But if you were to ask me, can you make a living on YouTube now in 2018? I mean, the answer is still yes, it's just a lot harder. And it's harder because there are so many more very good, kind of high quality YouTubers that are on this platform with the purpose of making a living. And as the space gets more and more crowded, it just becomes more difficult to stand out. So if you're a real believer and it's something you love doing, you're passionate about, that shouldn't discourage you. Okay, I don't know what's going on today with the mail time, but again, another insanely awesome candy package here. To Casey, AKA the candy aficionado. Felix, thank you for the candy and thank you for the long note. Last package. Somebody sent me this magazine. I haven't read it, but it looks fantastic. And just kidding, that's me, I have read it. Okay, all right, let me find like a really smart question to end this with. How did you go from being a dishwasher to a YouTube star? I made a whole like 500 videos about this. Maybe watch Draw My Life. I'll link that below. Okay, would you do a collab with PewDiePie? Yeah, Felix, call me, let's do a collab. I can do better, I can do better. What do you think of your friend Sam disconnecting from Twitter? Do you think you'd be able to live without Twitter considering you're pretty addicted? Emilio, I talked to Sam about what was going on because he wasn't just having issues with Twitter. Sam, I hope it's okay that I'm sharing all of this. Sam was having trouble, just the spotlight of social media can be extremely burdensome. You know, I look at people like Elle Mills, who just put out a video about the pressures of being a YouTuber. I've often discussed the pressures of being a YouTuber, and it's a tricky thing to talk about because to find success on YouTube is to live the dream. Like, this is the ultimate. And if you achieve this kind of success on this platform, which so many people try to do, like, how dare you complain about it? So it's difficult to talk about because I don't think, unless you've been in this position, I think it's challenging to empathize with it. But the reality of being kind of in the spotlight of being on social media is that you have these big audiences that are watching your every move, that have expectations, that are always either psyched about or feeling let down about whatever it is you're doing. And you as a creator, you're trying to focus on creating content that you're into, stuff that motivates and inspires you. And a confluence of all of those pressures, the external pressures from outside, the internal pressures from inside, I think can be challenging. It's challenging to deal with. I'm an old man, I'm 37, and I've been in the spotlight in one way or another for a while. I'm very good at just brushing it off my shoulder, but you know, Sam is new to the spotlight, and God bless him, he's had tremendous success on YouTube. He's a fantastic creator, and kind of the negative sides of that, or the more stressful aspects of that, are just now starting to weigh on him. And Twitter, I love Twitter, but Twitter is the platform where those pressures are the most tactile. If someone's pissed off at you, they just say, I'm pissed off at you. If someone doesn't like you, they say, I don't like you. And as superficial and as stupid as like Twitter bullying may seem, it affects you, it affects me, and it affects Sam. So Sam's fine. He's a kick-ass person, a kick-ass creator, and he's not going anywhere. But What he's dealing with is not unique. All right, now I've got to get out of here. Maybe I'll have a little bit of Russian candy.
Hey.
Hey man, you want some Russian candy?
Russian. It's actually really nice, but it is burnt.
Are you live streaming?
Not at this very second now. What's up, man?
I talked about the conversation that we had last week about like the pressures of being on social media and stuff.
I just uploaded a video about that actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I talked about it in the vlog. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's it.
That's all I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Are you good?
I'm great.
All right, what are you doing now?
I'm gonna go shoot.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, my sir.
Godspeed, Dan.
Welcome home.
Save me a donut! All right, back home, back to the family.